Just trying to find the video, everyone. Oh, here we go. Got the video. Sorry we're running just a little bit late. I'm trying to get the kids to help me get some paper for this. I'm doing a class and, you know. Okay. Hello, Diana. How are you? Over on the tube. Okay. So, I think I might use this. So this is Sun Lovin. There are colour cuts for Sun Lovin that I've been trying to get made all week, but what keeps happening is every time they get made for me, someone buys them. Hello, Dee and Di. So yes, every time I get them made for me, someone buys some. No, they're Tropicana, mate. They're these ones. No, they're these colours. And they've got a sign in them. Oh, okay. So what we've done is we've got 2 or 3 rice papers, and we've got a fussy cut edition because, you know, I need to have big things. Hello, Karen. How are you? I may or may not be watching as I work. Shh, don't tell anyone. Okay, we won't tell. We will not tell on you at all. We won't dob you in. So, thinking this piece of Cutest Farm, feeling unorganised because we still are a man down, and because he's got the man flu, and yeah, it makes life a little difficult. Could you get me a piece of white cardstock, please, Millie? So yeah, it does make life a little stressful. But what if we do like sign and a couple of others? Okay, we'll put on some. Hello, Sandy. How are you? Okay, Naomi's running around giving orders. Could I have water in my jam jar, please? Thank you.
Can do that. Amelia can do that.
Amelia can do that. Noah's trying to get out of doing jobs. Right. So what if we do? No, that's not how we're going to do it. We're going to go off the spreadsheet.
That's on your computer.
Yeah, I know it's on my computer.
And you need this done while you're in class.
Well, here, he can come and do it here.
Do you need?
We're going to multitask here, everyone.
Do you need a hard drive for this?
Nope.
Right.
No. Here you go, Noah.
Anything
so you can
bread
see,
is a no-go.
Anything in... No, you've got to tap so I can see it. Dearie me. So you can slide across. See? Find the collection you're after.
Yep.
And then you can see that they're all usable. You just can't use anything that's red, blue, or green. Okay. So I think we'll use this, and then I really like the sign, and possibly the flip-flops. We actually do have flip-flop chipboard coming. Just a little bit slow on the organise. Hello, Joanne. Have to go out, but hoping to catch some live today. Loving this collection. I have been wanting to do this for ages. So I've got a little paintbrush. It has been kitified recently, as you can see, and I'm just drawing a line down the edge here. Noah's going to make sure I don't use any paper that there's not enough of, because we have a habit of levitating to the paper that there's just not enough left of. There will be a kit after class for this. We will do that. Thank you to those who have already messaged us that they want to be on the kit list. Actually, one of you I already had on my list, so as we've been talking earlier in the week. But yes, thank you to those that have messaged us that you want to get all 12 kits. I know that some of you, the only way you create is, well, not the only way you create, but you find the most economical way to create is to use our kits, because you get enough leftovers from them to build a little bit of a stash without it being a ridiculous stash. Not everyone has the space to have lots and lots of stuff in the big area either. But we do try and create a variety of different things. So now, because we're using a big sheet, we possibly won't do the whole stick it to the background thing. I don't think we're going to need to, but what we might do is we might use one of the new stencils and some paste and sort of attach it down a little. So if we sort of put that there, let's get a fake photo. And like we had a photo there. I think I'd like to use this one, these split circles. What do you think? I like that. Hello, Debbie. How are you? So we could do like some bits of that around. And then, yeah. So if we're going to stick a photo, put that sort of there and stick our photo there, like that. I don't need my board just yet. And then we'll put our beach sign. And a few bits and bobs. I don't have any beach photos. What we'll do is we'll adhere the rice paper behind where our photo is going to go. I could actually cut that bit out, couldn't I? I could actually remove a bit from there, couldn't I? Oh, that's good, Debbie. Let's do that. Why not? So we're going to put like a photo there. So let's do a snip here and a snip here. Sort of that far. There we go. Look at that. We saved that. Salvaged. Rightio. See, get enough bits left over to make lots of other projects. We actually have Scrapbooks Week coming up, and I was thinking what naming I could do, like what I could do in Scrapbooks Week is actually use my leftovers from this weekend. Hello, Jacqueline. How are you? There you go. So I've sort of got my hand under this bit that's got sticky on it. I'm going to try and get like an evenish border. Top, bottom and side. I'll stick that there. So it's stuck there now with just a little bit there. You won't see that. Now, if you see us use something this weekend and we sell out of it or we've sold out of it, we've got lots of bits and pieces always coming and going. Some things come and go on a regular basis. Like, I'm not sure where we're at with locker choppers and scoreboards and that. You can message us and we will do a pre-order invoice for you. You do have to pay for it, or you can pay it off. Like, we can give you details and you can contact us regularly to pay it off. But we can do like you can pre-order those things that we sell out on a regular basis. So I'm going to make sure I have bits coming off and try not to overwork it. I've got light moulding paste here and I don't want it to be perfect. I'm just getting rid of the excess. I'm not overworking it, I'm just getting rid of the excess. Clean up the little tiny bits. So it is light moulding paste. And then on the edge here, I'm just going to clean up. Sort of a little bit there. Oh, no, I might need electricity for my iPad. It's really flat.
Yeah, I'll go get some electricity for it.
And I think we'll do a little bit here. Let's use a bit out of the lid. Millie, get Noah. Quick. Noah. We'll put a little bit over here. Are you right, Noah? Let's make it go off a little so that it holds it down. And then we'll put a little bit just here that peeks out from behind our photo. And a bit here. Close that up so it doesn't go off. Millie, can you go get Nay? Can you go get Nay, please? Yeah, just clean that off a bit. Will this be available in a kit? I'm going on a cruise in 6 weeks. Could be fun for all my photos. Yes, it will be a kit. Can you rinse this out, please, Millie? You've got to wash your stencils out really straight away. Like, it's painting that's not too bad, but you can see in here, inside the edges, it's got little bits of paste. you leave that there, it changes the design. Wash it properly, please. What do you? See ya. Thank you. How'd you go, mate? What's that? You know how to do it? How'd you do it?
It's minus. It's and then you do another cell where it's negative miscellaneous same thing. And
You know what? Your dad can't get that. Okay. So let's put some. Actually, let's put some gold on the background of this. A little bit of goldiness here. Let's use gold on this. And I need a chipboard title, Noah. I need a word.
beach word.
On my desk,
Yeah.
there's
Oh, your iPad still needs power.
yeah, it still needs power, please.
Well, I did really grab your charge.
Actually, no, I'll use a word out of the. Okay. Let's leave this to dry for a moment and let's do some fussy cutting. I need a chipboard word off my desk
Oh, okay.
in the tray, and then he's getting me power for my iPad.
Was that what the extra cord was for? Because, like, literally.
I know. He didn't know that because I had it covered. And here are my colour cuts. I got them finally. They do. What happens is when you want something for a project, what happens is that customers do get priority. Okay, so we have changed a few things since Princess P turned up, who's a pigment printer. Flashing it. There's a slot here. Yeah, you don't need that cord you set up. She actually does these a little better, in a way.
Are you getting power?
Yeah. It's not necessarily better. Oh, it is better. Less, she makes less mistakes. Each fun.
Thought it matched.
Yeah, that's the title of the collection we're using tomorrow, but we will use it today. Thank you. Feeling a bit unorganized with Hugh not here. Lucky I was late for class because he did ring me at 9:32, so he would have rung during class. He was letting us know that our delivery of pizza boxes is arriving. Noah, can you let Naomi know that she's going to get a delivery at the back door of a pallet today? That remind her that she's just got to keep an ear out for the truck at the back door. Oh, that's why she's out the back. Just telling him.
On the sign.
Oh yes, there's definitely going to be a kit for this. And it won't include the stencil. We don't include stencils in our kits unless it's a mixed media bundle. I'm sort of editing this as I go. Don't. What are you doing?
I was asking her what she was doing. Because she's been walking around in a circle for quite some time.
I'm doing this chipboard.
Does anyone else have obnoxious children that annoy each other just to annoy you? just, you know, as a watching on silent while waiting at the doctor's. Not a bad idea. I'm not using my board yet because the problem is that my design board will squish the stenciling. Maybe. I love the bike. I think we need sunscreen. And no,
Oh, the bottle of sunscreen.
I think actually we could do a word sunscreen, couldn't we?
I don't know if we got any pictures of us sunburn.
No, you guys don't get sun. I feel like I want to use the brolly. We could definitely use the flip flops, couldn't we? Like that. Hello Diane, how are you? Oh, hello Margaret, sorry, and Fiona over on the tube. Oops, sorry, I missed you. Okay, so let's put that there. We're still waiting for the paste to dry. Let's paint. Get some white. I've got gold. And there's a bit of like bronze in there. A light blue. But if we put the brolly in, we put red on our flip flops. Let's do that. I know the red's a very bold colour.
many kits do we make
What?
for these?
Why? Where are you at?
Mermaid wishes and sort of yellow.
Well, you can use yellow.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, you can use yellow. Sort of somehow we'll put that there. And then we'll paint. Let's do our flip-flops. If we paint like the base of the flip-flops like a light bluey colour and then red strappy bits. Or we think like an off-white. Maybe we'll paint the flip-flops like an off-white. Let's do that. No worry about being late, Diane. So we only need the tiniest bit of red. And is this going to be the right red? That'll be close enough. This is the satin red. Brush has seen better days. So I'm just going to paint the strappy bits on our flip-flops. I don't know, they've probably got a proper name in the manufacturing, in the flip-flop manufacturing industry. I know you don't all call them flip-flops. No, you don't all call them thongs. Flip-flops, thongs, pluggers. I don't know what else to call them. Jandals over in NZ. Hello to everyone in New Zealand. Okay, so let's get some white. Okay, this is what happens when there's a bit of paint around the edge of the knurling. So this is, I do know the technical term for this. This is knurling around here. So when there's a bit of paint around there, because remember acrylic paint is kind of like plastic and it sets like plastic, you can use acrylic paint as an adhesive for that purpose. Not watered down acrylic paint, but you can use acrylic paint. Let's put a first coat on. Just like just get a coat on. Okay, so our beach fun. What if we put a bit of texture on it? Let's get our paste. I've still got a bit of white paint on here, and let's paint. Let's dab on here. Now you're going to have to be careful not to affect sides. Let's dab some light moulding paste on our title to get a bit of texture. Probably better to dab than swipe because swiping is going to get it in the grooves, but we still need to clean the grooves up. That tack 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 sound as we're cell cutting something. That is the laser firing. And then there's a long time between it, so it means that the laser fires and then does a long cut. So we're just going to clean up between. So I can sort of see a bit of texture on here. Hello Marge, how are you? Let's pick bits up on our brush. So we're definitely not going to leave this stuff on our brush. It will ruin your brush. We're getting brushes out yesterday for a daycare centre. We had come in. They did kookaburras yesterday, watercolour kookaburras, and they and Amelia said, "Oh, here's a brush someone's used," and left the paint on, and yep, it was ruined. Happens all the time. Shouldn't. Okay, so we've got some bits that are smooth still and some bits that are raised. Oh, oh. There we go. Let's clean our brush, shut that so it doesn't go off. Let's just get, I don't know white like that now, I think we do. Let's just get this like bronze colour from the metallic set. I just touched it in there. Okay. And just mixed it into a little bit of paint that's left, white paint. And it's just going to make a off-white. Just like that to dry for a bit. Okay. How's this going? Let's try a bit that's under a photo. Well, that's not bad. It's nearly dry. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my mini design board and I'm just going to pop my bits on there. I'm going to put that up the top there. And then sort of over here I'm going to have my sunscreen and my joy. And then I'll have a sign, a brolly, and then for the sunshine. And so I'm going to set that over behind me. Okay. So let's get our bronze. It's pretty dry. She's sitting down eating. It's really hard to get good help around here. Oh, thank you, Sandy. This will look good. Like you guys were on a cruise last year, was it? Actually, a lot of you have been on cruises and holidays, beachy holidays. So we've got some bronze and some water. Let's add more water. We want it fairly thin. We just want to be able to just put some little dotty bits where we have our stenciling. Naomi, this split circle stencil is awesome. Oh my gosh. I hope you weren't trying to be the first one to use it.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Let's get a tiny bit of gold. Just a tiny swash of gold. Then we're going to use these two on our title. It's water. Go away, fly.
Oh, the fly's back.
And I haven't got as much water with gold, so we get sort of smaller dotty bits. And you know, like a lot of people probably won't even notice these on the page. It's only like your crafting friends that will probably notice these. People don't go, oh, look at the wonderful dots, because the dots sort of melt into the background a bit. Okay.
It's beautiful family made.
We were meant to have a retreat and you had COVID. There.
Yeah.
Let's do some white. A bit more white. It's probably a bit much white. Let's get sort of a bigger brush. I don't know if that's clean. It's good to wet the brush first, right? So let's get some white and a brush. And we're going to dab. Dab, dab, dab. The brush is wet. Dab, dab, dab. Bit of bronze. Dab, dab, dab. Clean that brush out and dry a bit. Let's get a bit of our gold. Okay, let's leave that a bit to dry because now it's wet. We'll leave it. But we will definitely get some white with just a touch of the bronze, and we will just put another watery coat on our flip-flops. We'll stick them together. I didn't get a heat tool. It's okay. I'm not going to ask. I think I might be asking a little much. This brush has been interesting-ified. My cruise is to Eden, Port Arthur and Tassie. My 4 sisters. Sister-in-law for 7 days. Oh, that will be awesome, like a girls' week. That sounds like lots of fun, a girls' week.
I had a week with just Mum and me.
Yeah. When did we do that?
When Dad and Noah went to Brisbane. Milton and that.
Oh, that was a weekend. We had a weekend. Right, so oops. See, that's what happens when you play with it. You do things like that, so that's okay. So let's get some tweezers and a tiny touch of glue and put our flip flops together. Oh dear, just so I've put some glue out and I'm just gonna pat my flip flops in the glue and then try and get off the excess. How stressful is that? Shouldn't be. Another pair of flip flops. Not stressful at all. Look at that. That looks kind of like a flip flop, doesn't it? A thong or a plugger or a jandal. Just sit there and do a little excess. don't want them to be coloured. That you can use two bits of the screen at once. Okay, I've got a little tiny bit where I don't have red paint. That's me. Sea Princess leaving Melbourne. There you go. So I've got a flip flops made. Put them there. It's not dry-ish. Let's pat a little bit more glue on here, a little bit more paint, not glue. Bit of water in line. Pat some in a couple of places. Just where we've got grey showing, we're just going to pat a bit of watery white. Because it's watery white, it will show through the colours underneath, and then let's get a bit of this bronzy colour. Put it where I already had some bronze just to boost it up a bit. Clean the brush, and let's look at this gold that we're working with. And let's get like a tiny touch of this blue. This is like pastel eggshell blue. I'm going to dry the brush out. Just trying to be very careful that only a tiny bit comes up. There we go. Just a tiny bit. Let's put it there. Dry bits of it here and there. Mostly where we've got it sort of white and white. Right, but not all the white's covered. What do we think? Pretty cool. I like it. Let's move that over here. Get rid of that. And let's move our palette. Get our design board. So up in this corner we had that, like that. Millie,
Yeah.
you know Dad's box of bits and pieces for kits,
Yeah.
the little leftover pieces and that. Can you see if there's any black in it? Oops.
There's grey.
Oh, yeah, I'll have one of them. Just one. I'm going to have a great fakey photo today. So this is 6. So let's do a 5 by 5. Because, well, a few of you are talking about using, because that's not good English. A few of you are talking about using like your cruise photos. So you could have like a special photo or a title page photo. If you're our family, you only have one photo that's suitable from the day at the beach. And then our flip flops will sort of go like that. And the title will be sort of there. See if that paste is really dry enough for this. Like that. I think that's going to work. So around the edge of our little words and our page, let's put just a tiny bit of like the gold and the bronze around the edge of our little wordy things. And a page, let's use like we'll use a tiny bit of gold. Thank you, Quentin. I'll wave to you, Debbie. I've seen those cruises come past on the Tamar River. Oh, awesome, Mary. Hello, Leslie. Sheet you are painting on. What is it for Snap? Is it for Snap? Yep. This is a 4.5 by 6.5 inch stamp block of ours. So I'm going to scrape it clean. I will get it clean. What I've been doing is sitting, you can see on this side, I sit the my titles on it when I use printable paint pens on it. But I also use, so I'm keeping one side fairly cleanish, because what I do is I put the paint pen on and water and use it for smushing, or I put paint or ink and water and then I use it for smushing. And then the other side, I've just been sitting things on the paint because it's small and I can move it around. And I'm just going to scrape it clean. Okay, and a little bit of gold.
All of the papers are sorted.
All of them are sorted?
Yeah.
And I don't have access to anything we don't have enough of.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put just a little bit of the bronze around. And then we'll come back a little bit with some gold. Just helps it to stand out. Sunshine word, and let's make sure everything's clean. We're going to hold the page. And then bit much. Oh, coming a bit. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm coming in further. Look at that. See? Now I'm gonna make it a bit more. I made an oopsie here. Start with less and end with more. Isn't that how it goes? Definitely. Okay. Let's give it gold as well now. Look at that. I think it does look better with more. See? It's destiny. Right. Oops. I've just got paint on my work shirt. It's okay, this is the one that's got peach paint on already. Let's add a little bit of gold to these as well. A bit wild with it now, aren't I? Right. And do you know what? I actually don't think we need to map our photo. And I'm going to put the photo flat. I'm going to get my 6-inch T ruler. I at least want the photo straight. Yeah, we want it up there. Yeah, that's better. I don't want it up proper. I want it there. Oh. And then we might put our words. Let's put our little words, our 3 little words on chippy strip, and our flip flops on chippy strip. And you wouldn't want to just be sitting around over there, kid. Really? So it's just sitting around. So we're going to put our flip flops and then our little words on chippy strips, and let's put our sunscreen on some chippy strip, and the top of our brolly. Top of our brolly on chippy strip, and the top part of our sign, like the top sort of half of our sign up there and chippy scrap. I kind of pulled my whole page apart, haven't I? My whole design. But that's okay. Oh, flip-flops. I was trying to think what these two bits down here are for. They're for the flip-flops. So our next class is at 2 p.m. Actually, let's start sticking. Let's just not delay. It's not shilly-shally. Dilly-dally. Just remember that there. I love how this has turned out. Next, let's put our title in. I'm going to use this until there's none left. I've got another one that's half used. So I've got a couple that are nearly fully used. Need a bigger one. Thank you, Dee. Thank you. Always get really concerned when you start something like like this, like that. You know, a bit nerve-wracking. The first project is always the most nerve-wracking, I think. I've spread the glue there a bit. I've got one of these at home. I am going to do something. I'm just going to...
Do you know where Dad put the sign?
it should be in its tub on the tool shelf.
That's very funny.
It's not there, is it? Wasn't it on the table the other day?
That's also very
Oh, dear. Oops, I scratched into my design, my paint. Okay. Wasn't worried. I'll look for it after class. Rightio. That should all be right now. Let's trim this off. Those scissors. And then let's get some of our bronze and our gold. So that it sort of looks like the rest of the edge. Okay. I have all my scissors now. Let's just do a bit of a tidy up. This is the point where I need to tidy. It's getting a little bit claustrophobic here. I do work in a really tiny space, and because I work in a tiny space, I actually need to keep it clean. I'm going to be crafting with my buddy this weekend. She's not. No, I'm going to be crafting with Naomi John this weekend, and she is not a tidy crafter. Okay, so I'm going to use my T-ruler to get this straight. Like, okay, if I didn't have a T-ruler, that would be a problem. Because I've got a means to have things straight, why have them crooked? My paste wasn't dry when we sat down in paste earlier. I'm going to cover the end of a brolly. And then our sunshine word comes over here. Journaling here, I really think the journaling would look really nice here. So there will be an album in our Creative Family group that will have the classes and the links, the videos and the links, and links to the kits and links to everything from this weekend. And it will also be a repeated album out on our Facebook page. So you'll have a picture of the project, and then you'll have a you'll have in the description for the picture, you'll have like link to the kit and a link to the video on Facebook and on YouTube. Okay. Flip-flops look a bit, just a tiny touch too nice. So let's make sure our brush is dry, and then just grab the tiniest bit of gold. And I'm just going to scrape over. So we're dry brushing. Our brush is like really, really dry, and we've got the tiniest bit of gold on it. Still need to wash it up afterwards. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank you, Di. So we've got that little corner up there, our superb, and then we've got our sign and our brolly and anchor. Look at that. Look how that paste has turned out. Isn't that an awesome stencil? I don't know if she intended that to be a stencil, but she put it in the folder, in the Dropbox folder, and it was like, it's there, I'm going to use it. Look at that. So straight after class, I'm going to photograph this, and I'm going to make a kit, and yeah, I think it'll be great. So your kit will have, I will probably put like a half sheet of fussy cut editions and a half sheet of, oops, that one's got paint on it now. A half sheet of colour cuts. Oh, it'll be a quarter sheet because that is a half pack. Actually, you'll just get the colour cut minis because that's a half. I don't know. You'll get a half pack. Don't know if this is a half pack or not. I think this is a full one. Might be a half one. Now, is the Sun Lovin colour cuts a full or a half? It's a half. You'll just get this half pack. It'll just be as it is. I'm not going to make a quarter pack. And then you'll have your rice paper and your cardstock. Stencil won't be included. And then you'll get your chipboard title and that. And I'll make that chipboard title live on the website too after class. Now we'll be back at 2 o'clock Queensland time. I've just got a bit of fluff there. Not stuck it in. I've actually stuck the fluff to the page. Look at that. See, I make mistakes. I make lots. Here we go. Super layout, love it, and great start to the weekend's crafting. Thank you, Leslie. I think it is a great start. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Marge. Thank you, Karen. It would make a great card, Raquel. Yes. Raquel, would you be interested if we did a rice paper that was for beachy scenes? Because you're a card maker, like if we did a rice paper that had 4 beach scenes on it, would that be something you'd be interested in? Thank you, Jacqueline. See, at 4 p.m. I have my craft class at 2. Okay. But yes, let me know, guys, if you think that rice paper with 4 beach scenes on it would be pretty cool. Yes, please, says Raquel. There you go. Hope I'm home by 3 to watch. If not, I'll see you tonight. Awesome, Debbie. So take care, everyone. Stay safe, and we'll see you at 2 o'clock Queensland time. Thank you, Margaret, over on the tube. Thank you, everyone, for watching. If you're watching this later, that would be one of 4 or 6 rice papers of the same image on an A4 sheet would be great. Same image, 4 of? Yep. Okay, I'll do the same because I like this image. This is my favourite. See you later. Take care. Stay safe. I love yous all, and we'll see you at 2 o'clock. Bye. Thank you very much, and welcome to Super Weekend.